In this video, I will be showing you this amazing strategy that gives a lot of winning signals. This strategy made a 74% win rate within a short period of time. I recently discovered the strategy as it uses just 3 indicators, which makes it very easy and user-friendly for beginners. I will backtest it 200 times with an initial account size of $1,000 with a 1.5 risk-reward ratio. So make sure to fully understand the video so you would really know what to look for and what to avoid when trading the strategy. Without further ado, let's quickly jump into the strategy for the day. Okay traders, so in this video we would be using the Bitcoin United States dollar, and this strategy works best on the 1-hour time frame. Let's quickly jump right into the strategy as it's very easy to understand and also beginner friendly. I assure you that this strategy has a very high win rate. Anybody that is just starting out trading newly can easily open and take profits using this strategy. So watch till the end to avoid errors newbies do when they use this strategy. Now let us go over to the indicators we have on our chat before we head over and explain how the strategy works. So for the first indicator you see here, it is a super trend indicator. This one right here by Kevin Kuzbilchik, and as you can see, there are a lot of them. So don't make the mistake of adding another type of indicator to your chart, as you would get a different reading and possibly make a lot of error using the strategy. You can see that the indicator gives a buy and sell signal. So this indicator will be used to confirm the general trend in the market, as when the moving average is colored in green, we are in a bullish trend, and when you see a red color on the moving average, then it is a bearish trend. Now this stochastic indicator is from the technical section of the indicator panel, owned by TradingView. Please note that we are using this one right here and not the one below it, as this would be serving as our confirmation indicator on signals from our main indicator, and the last indicator on the chart is the ATR indicator, as it would help us to determine our take profit levels and stop loss levels. Now, please note that the setting for all of these indicators are on default, and it is the first time we are making video on the channel without adjusting the setting. Like I said earlier, this is much easy to follow and beginner friendly. So watch till the end, so you would identify some errors to avoid when using this strategy. Now let's head down to the strategy. For a buy trade to be valid, we need to have a new buy signal from the super trend indicator, and our stochastic has to be in the overbought zone. Now we would want to wait till we see that stochastic cross below the zero line as our second confirmation. At this point, we would wait till the blue moving average on the stochastic crosses above the orange moving average, as well as crossing above the zero line, before we go ahead and place a buy order at the peak of this trigger candlestick. Our stop loss level will be 1.2 times the ATR value, and our take profit will be 1.8 times the risk. So we see we met our conditions here, as the super trend is in green, and our stochastic indicator just gave us a signal to enter this trade. And as you can see, the trade was successful. Now the major error to avoid is this: we only open trade once per super trend signal. What I mean is this: once we have taken this trade, we wouldn't take any other trade on this buy signal from the super trend. We would wait till a new trend is formed and confirmed by our super trend. And don't panic just yet, because there are a lot of trades you will be taking, and by doing this, you'll bag more profits than losses. So as we have taken this trade here, we would move to the next trend direction for possible trade entry if our conditions are met. So here is a signal to sell from the super trend, and for a sell trade to be valid, we would want to see the super trend moving average colored in red, and we would have to make sure we had the stochastic indicator trade at the oversold zone before we wait on our possible sell entry. So we would wait till we see the stochastic moving average cross above the zero line, and when this happens, we would enter a sell trade when the blue moving average crosses below the orange moving average, and the blue moving average have to cross below the zero line as well, before we go ahead and open a sell trade at the bottom of the trigger candlestick. So we see we met our conditions here, as the super trend is colored in red, and the stochastic crossed below the zero line after its cross above from the oversold zone. So we would go ahead and place a short position here. Our stop loss and take profit levels remains the same. And we see the trade was a success. Now let's quickly go over some of the example to make you better understand the strategy before we go ahead and backtest our strategy. Okay. This is a sell trade we would have taken. So we see that the super trend indicator gave us a new sell signal here, and we can see we have the moving average on the stochastic move below the oversold zone, and we can note that the moving average retraced and crossed above the zero line before crossing below the zero line as well as crossing below the orange line. We would be taking a sell trade at this candlestick as it is our trigger candlestick with our stop loss and take profit levels. This trade was a success. So here is a sell trade we would have avoided, as we see that we have a new sell signal from the super trend, and at this point, we had the stochastic moving average below the oversold level. Now we could see that the moving average did not retrace above the zero line, and cross back down below the zero line, so we couldn't find an entry opportunity till the end of the trend. Now we had a new signal here for a buy at the super trend, and stochastic was also in an overbought zone, and we waited till we saw moving average in the stochastic cross below the zero line, as we had it cross back above the zero line and crossed above the orange moving average at this point as well, so we would be opening a buy trade at the peak of this candlestick. And we see it was a success. Now let's go ahead and backtest our strategy with an account size of $1,000, and we would be covering 200 trade and risking just 1% of our account size. So we just finished the back testing for this strategy, and we can see that the results are amazing. We had a win rate of 74% in 200 back tested trades, having won 148 trades and lost 52, which made us 214% return on investment. And I found those wonderful trade setups within 12 months, although commissions and spread fees would eat up some of the profit in real trading, because it was not included in the back test, so you definitely want to expect that number to be lower when trading live. The profit factor for this strategy is looking good, I guess, and we had 11 wins in a row against 7 losses in a row, so yeah, I'm definitely happy with these results. Okay traders. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.